Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, everybody. Hi, welcome to a Toonkind FPS. Uh, my name is Liz, and I will be a player for today. And I will be playing Bouquet, Bouquet Dust. I swear I know her name. She is a witch of the Wretch Brigade. And today I am joined with
Me, Kraken. Today I am playing my wizard, Craigory Danthew. This will be fine.
a witch and a wizard walk into a bar. Oh no, not exactly. Let's rewind. Uh, a witch and a wizard find themselves in Toontown, where most things happen in this lovely continent of Inkwell. Um, I believe it is a nice and sunny day, and as the camera sort of pans through the streets of this wonderful town, city, I do not know, the settlement, we land on a particular building. It is kind of wide, and it seems to be transformed as it's adorned with targets and posters of wizards and action men and all other bright and shiny stuff. As the scene changes to be in the interior of this building, we see a sort of lobby area. It's kind of nice, newish, a lot of wood grain, got a mix of styles going on, some real kind items and some Toonkind items. We see a Toonkind person at a desk, looking through some folders, just doing their work. But we soon hear a low and deep voice as the scene sort of crossfades onto Craigory's face as somebody asks, "Do you know how to use a firearm?"
Yes. Does he need to roll deception?
Let's roll some deception. Yeah, give me a deception while I describe. Craigory, you are at a desk, and in front of you, Jesus Christ. Okay, in front of you, there is just a huge guy, just big, just big. He is Toon. He is Sijian. Um, he has that freaking action guy look. He's only wearing a white t-shirt with suspenders and like a tie, but like the sleeves are rolled up to show up his arms. He's so big that in the shot you don't actually see his head. He's got a mix between John Wick and The Rock kind of like vibe going off him. He's just like breathing intimidation. And you just rolled a nat 20, -1, but that's a nat 20. You say that with the most confidence and the most sureness you could ever muster in your life.
It is honestly the most sure this wizard has ever sounded. It's just like it comes out as completely disinterested, like, yeah.
All right. And this dude like reaches one arm under the counter and like
Oh, Liz, you're muted.
sorry, I had to mute for a second.
Okay.
Anyway, he reaches one hand under the counter and just in one grasp just puts down a rifle, a shotgun, a revolver, and a pistol, and a musket, and a crossbow, and a long. And he's just laying out like a supply of firearms and other just ranged weapons. Because listen, if you say it like that, you can have the pickings. Any ranged equipment is yours. You might even see a laser gun at the end. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god. uh, Craigory being Craigory, he's going to reasonably pick something impressive. He kind of skips over the pistol. Listen, he's going for the rifle.
Okay, so you pick up this rifle. Let me get up the stat block for it quickly.
Yes, same.
Um,
God.
are you like looking it over? Are you like looking it over Like, what's kind of your vibe as you pick up this weapon?
Uh, rolling off that deception still, Craigory's looking it over, but not with the air of someone who's never held a damn gun in his life, but with someone who's just like, oh yeah, just checking it over, making sure it's quality. You know, things
Hmm.
are together and whatnot.
This guy who's working the council like nods, and he's like, all right, booth 4, that's yours. And he's putting through some double doors. You might have seen it as you came into this room because it was like in a hallway. To your left is where, you can pick up ranged weapons if you need to rent them. And to the right is the firing booth sort of itself. And you see, yeah, it's 6 booths, and they're like separated, and there's some funny stuff in there. If you want to roll perception as you walk in, you can, but then it's just straight ahead hanging targets, and you can see some mages and other casters in there already firing weapons or spells or what have you in there.
Fantastic. I'm going to do that perception.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
Oi!
Jesus, that's an 18. All right, yeah. So you walk through the room, you walk into the room. I don't know. I've never been into a shooting range, but like I've only seen like maps and pictures of it. But I always get this weird freaking cross between the convention hall and a bowling alley kind of situation with this. But that's besides the point. You're in here again. A lot of wood grain. It's very new. It's weirdly like polished. Um, and there's these booths set up, and it has a little table that you can place your weaponry if you're using them. um and you start heading over to like booth 4, and instantly to your right, on like bolted onto the wall, is like this panel, and you can see like a bunch of like toony buttons and levers that you can push, pull, yank, bop it, spin it, whatever you want to do with it, and it all controls the thing that you are firing at. Currently there is probably it's supposed to be a monster. It's too blobby and indistinct to really denote any kind of creature that it's specifically supposed to be. But yeah, that's a monster. That's a creature. It has weird eyes that are just staring into you from across the way. That's around, you could guess, like 50 feet away. Um, but the lever box has like a lever to control how far away that you want your target to be, what the target would be. There's an option that has the more circular targets, a monster or humanoids, uh, and options to change that says stationary, moving, and shielding. Um, and a little like shield symbol next to that denotes probably like difficulty or whatever. Um, that's really it. To the side is like health and safety. Make sure you don't shoot across lanes. Don't jump over the line. Keep your arms and legs like within the booth. That kind of junk. That's to the left on the wall. Whatever. Whatever. Um. But yeah, you are in this room and you hear some spells and see some spells. Flying past in the other booths, the other lanes. Um and you are ready. I don't know how you made it into this building, Craigory Danthew, but you are here and you have a gun.
That is the most horrifying sentence possible. Yes. Yes. Well, with a perception like that, he has noted the safety stuff. He does not read deeply into it. He figures it's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say disregards it, but just does not pay attention to it. Common sense. Common sense. He's not an idiot.
Of course not. Of course not. Him, idiot? Nah.
Nah, never. Makes the best decisions only. I say as he's hefting the rifle.
Cool. So, are you ready to make a shot, Craigory?
He sure is. What would that be? Dex? We've thought
It's
this
a
out.
dex. So, are you proficient with martial weapons?
That's actually an extremely good and actually valid question. I have to look that up.
the amount of jokes about Craigory wizards that has been made, the answer is probably not, but I have to check because this is your character.
Okay, weapon proficiency, simple and martial.
Jesus Christ, yo! So you add your proficiency modifier to your dex roll. I did not know you were proficient.
He is level 1 fighter.
Jesus. Okay, fair. Yeah. So yeah, roll dex and
It's gonna be
proficiency.
disadvantage
If there's
even with that.
a friend that has
Alright. 11 is very middling. It's not a disaster.
it is not a disaster. The thing at the end of your straight is only 50 feet away, so you don't be rolling at disadvantage because you've never held a fucking gun in your life, even
Never,
though you are
ever.
proficient. So that's where the disadvantage is coming from. But nevertheless, this thing isn't that far away and it's not moving. So you just hit it dead on. And yeah, you that's it. It like a bell sound rings out when you shoot this thing. I'm double checking. It's two-handed. It has that's a lot of shots. Okay. Yeah. You successfully did it. Is this like now kind of your like pattern of you rolling this shot?
Hold on, my brain didn't process that last bit. Say again. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Is this like yeah, you've did it. You hit. You're in the swing of things. Is this like how are you feeling about this?
You know what? He thought it would be easy. Like, come on, it's a gun. You point and you shoot, right? You point and you shoot, but
You just pull the trigger.
you just pull the trigger and it's fine. He is pleasantly surprised. And, unfortunately very arrogant.
Cool.
He's immediately going to smack a bunch of buttons.
Oh my god. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not even gonna roll anything. Let's just bump everything up, huh?
Yeah.
So you just smack a bunch of buttons like blindly, just like smug grin, like come on, what is this? So the thing sort of like shoots up, and it shoots up, and something else descends, and it's even more just indistinguishable, but it's colored red now, so you know it's probably more dangerous. And now it's like swinging about and just something is like kind of shining across it. It almost looks like a disco ball. And he sees like the firing to the sides kind of like hesitates and stops. But some people continue like shooting a bit slow as you've seen it go into this weird turbo mode. Yeah. You want to take a shot, Craigory?
Good decisions only.
Good decisions only.
That's more like it.
That's okay, yeah. So you level the rifle, you take the shot, and it like pings off of the shiny thing, and the pistol. You see the bullet. You don't see it, but you now see like there's a hole in the roof above where the monster is, because that's where the bullet ricocheted off of it. Jesus Christ! Well, it's fine. You level your gun again. You take a shot. Oh my god. And you like hit it square on the nose with that 18 plus 5. And it kind of just knocks back and hits the ceiling like a piñata. And it just kind of loosely swings as it stops doing its weird disco ball flashing thing. And some tunes sort of like look behind from the booth and they're like, wow. As you make this 23 shot.
Craigory takes a bow. He's just like, oh yeah. This is easy. What was anybody talking about? I can't believe this is the game he's getting the good rolls on.
Oh, this is wonderful. It's absolutely so good. I'm just gonna say like, yeah, that was it you? And then there's yeah, four other people are like clapping, like applauding you from the side, but the person directly to like your right is not like applauding. You can still see like them like shooting off what you think is fire just at their target at the in the distance. But yeah, you have successfully gotten you successfully impressed four people and maybe even some staff. I don't know. You might see a shape in the window, sort of like looking,
Lurking. It's fine.
lurking.
All right. Well, uh, that's very exciting. But he does kind of do his bows, put the rifle down, and just like, okay. He hadn't quite meant to come in here to go straight for gun. He didn't think he'd get this far. This man can't lie. This man can't lie. Except this one time, apparently. He thought he'd just be like, haha, yeah, sure. And he'd just end up doing spells. So, put the rifle down, take out his arcane focus, which is his staff, and like, you know what? He actually needs to get some practice in on this thing, because he hasn't actually used it a ton. We'll see if he's worse.
The gun calls. The gun calls for you, Craigory.
Gungory real. But on that note of switching track, he is kind of curiously peeking next door at what the next door person is doing.
All right, let's see what she's fucking do. How well are you doing, my dear? So you see as you peek over, you can roll perception if you want to get more specific with this. As I double check what I'm supposed to roll for this cantrip. Okay, that's an 18. Let me roll this. That's a 14. That will hit. Then let me roll 2d10. That's a 17. Jesus fucking Christ! What is this cantrip? What is this cantrip? Okay, so you see as you peer over to the booth behind you. Also, just a quick check. What is your stealth modifier, Craigory?
Excellent question. It is +2.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you see a Yupian, clear as day, very block colors, bright blue. Seems to be wearing a jacket with the collar popped. And also like a hat, a wide brimmed hat with a pointy top, very witch-like kind of. The brim is kind of bendy. And you see her just like firing off a like holding what seems to be a rod. It's also blue like her, but it has streaks in it that kind of symbolize that it's kind of metallic. And she just points forward, shoots, and it recoils a bit, and you can see from the recoil like petals like emerge from the end of it. But if you follow the shot, it's not petals, it's actually flames, and she's just shooting the dummy in the shoulder, in the shoulder, in the torso, shoulder, shoulder, torso, just repetitively.
I think I am going to do that stealth roll because, listen, that was a lot of damage for what Craigory was thinking was just a cantrip. What the hell?
What was that?
He's watching.
Okay.
Ain't bad. Ain't bad.
1d20 plus this one. I wish you had better, bro, but it's well, that's good.
It works.
It sure does work. Yeah, just repeatedly shoulder, shoulder, torso, shoulder, shoulder, torso. And with the repeated shots, she just goes, "Can I help you?"
Uh, no, just wow, you are very precise. Yep, good job. Keep going.
She like stops and looks at you and looks at your dummy that you just massacred, and she's like, I could say the same for yourself. Good shot.
Yeah, totally. I put a lot of work in that. Yeah.
Craigie, you have made a mistake, which is okay. Let me check that modifier. You have made a mistake, which is to engage conversation with her, because now she is looking at you. And I'm gonna roll history. That is a 22. Uh, for people in the audience, you may or may not know this man has been uh in certain circles about his actions, not positive, I would say. And Bo likes to keep her history in check. Uh, so she looks him up and down, and goes, hmm. is, is is that shot also the reason why you got in trouble with the was it Mage Union Academy guilds, whatever they are? Is that why
Uh,
you got in trouble with them?
Craigory stiffens up, kind of draws to his full height and goes, no, that's not. Why do you know? No. Trouble? No. Me? Never. Nope. Wizard Guild? No.
Right. Surely, since you have that pointing to the rifle to your side, you uh yeah, had to get trusted with that. That is none of my business. They took those down. Name is clear, so it's not my place to judge you on that. It is Craigory though, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's me. You're who?
Bo.
Hmm.
Oh my god. Hey, Craig, you don't know your history?
Oh boy.
Real quick.
It might have to be a disadvantage because this wizard's been a hermit for a couple years and has only recently come back
No,
into
no, 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 no,
society.
no. But this isn't distant history. This is recent history. Because I
Okay.
remember a
Okay.
thing that a certain person that does a lot, and I'm now
Uh-huh.
cashing in that check.
Oh boy. All right. Dirty
That's a
20.
20. A little, I don't know, friend question mark, maybe, of you, of yours, Monkey Wolf, you might want to not know her. Constantly talks about, not constantly, but she always mentions this lady. I think her name is Bo, and like her just godlike use, like handlement of relationships. You've heard her like mention it once. It's weird that is this the it might be worth asking. It's weird that they have the same. Maybe she knows you. It's weird that she knows you.
Yeah. I think Craigory reaches the conclusion immediately of, oh, so Lynn's been talking about me and stuff, huh? That's great.
Miss Stagehand.
Yeah, that one. The detective.
Uh, I'm not sure. There's a lot that happens. Miss Stagehand. Okay. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice to meet you too. I guess. Uh, yeah. You just have a. You know, like she kind of her head just slightly tips back a bit in frustration because oh man, oh great. I mean, yeah. How 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 did you get to know her?
Uh, she kind of tried to maul me.
So it was you?
What? Me what? I didn't do anything. Immediate denial. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's being accused of, but he's denying it.
there, there's just an air of just like stagnant. She kind of like puts the wand was like in her hand, and then she just puts it down like, oh god. There are two options here. We can either just continue shooting and just start from scratch, or we can just sit down and talk. Because, of course, I had to run into this. With no offense to you, of course, but uh, um,
Craigory is backing up slightly. He isn't quite sure what this is. He doesn't know what's going on. His instinct is always to make a runner.
she like clocks him running, and it's like we are not going to start something here. We cannot start something here, and it is not what I want to do either. Oh Jesus. No.
I guess we can do the talk thing.
Yeah, I can't do this right. I can't do this right now. There's I think a lounge around the back in this place. She says with like like scorn through her teeth. We can just yeah put this aside. And yeah, she just steps out of her booth 5 and just like starts leading you to a place.
Secondary location.
Don't worry about it. It's always good to go to a secondary location.
It's
I
not
mean,
a Craigory game if he isn't going to a secondary location with a stranger at this point. Let's be real.
Yeah. If you follow, she's like walking to a lounge. There's like a few seats. Nobody's really here. This one's kind of like empty. Though like it's fine. It's all fine. Like there's fake plants and again more wood grain. Airbrush wizard posters on the wall. And she like sits down. She takes like a water from a water cooler and just takes a sip. And she's like, "I, sharpshooter." Uh, so she tried to chase you. When was it? When was this?
A bit ago. We're actually kind of cool now, so it's fine. He isn't quite sitting.
It's fine. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I don't know her too well. We talk on the phone. She. Yeah. We know each other. It's nice to make your acquaintance. And you were tied up with mage nonsense. At that place. No, yeah, I'm sorry for bringing you here. I honestly need a break. If you still want to continue shooting, you can. Um, this damn town.
This damn town. He doesn't even quite know what you're decrying, but like he just agrees immediately. But yeah, no, things are fine between Lynn and I now. We've reached an understanding. We're fine. It was only like what, one attempt at mauling? She thought I was doing something, so it's only mildly
Yeah,
terrifying.
her face kind of just like straightens into a line, into a slight grimace at that, like, oh god. uh, yeah, okay, you're all in the clear now. Just like takes a sip of water. Yeah, you just get the general gist that conversation isn't her greatest sort of skill in general.
I mean, neither is it his. His charisma is 9.
I always wonder how you're a Toon, my guy, you're a Toon.
Listen. He's just incredibly awkward and has no conviction except this one time when he wanted to try out a gun.
Gun.
Everybody run.
Oh god, no. Yeah. She will look. Yeah, she'll looking up and down again. It's like, where did you learn how to use a tool like that?
Okay, I'll be real. I didn't. I picked it up, but like, it's got to be a bit like. Turns out it's a bit like using this. Kind of hefts the staff. You point and you shoot, completely ignoring the fact that Craigory knows his aim with the staff has never been stellar.
God, you sound like someone I know. I mean.
So you take your gun.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, it's just that sound clip plays in my head. It's just like, okay. I mean, there are gun safety rules in this place for a reason.
Well, yeah, but it's common sense. You just don't point at people.
I mean, there's more than that. Have you ever held a shotgun? Even you have never held a rifle before.
Correction, I've held a rifle once.
How are your shoulders still intact? Okay. Yeah, try and just this place is there's classrooms, there's usually classrooms in places like these.
There's a slight nod, but he looks completely unconvinced. Because listen, if he's already mastered it, why would he need a classroom? Clearly, he's figured it out.
I see. No. Yeah, she's just like putting the pieces together, like, no, yeah, no. Yeah, this is the guy who got flagged for all of the list of crimes that the Wizard Guild put out. Do you remember? Do you have the list? Because this like kind
I'm
of
pulling
image
it up
sort
right
of
now.
yeah.
Finding it right now.
Because
you mentioned it.
visually,
Yes.
there's an image of what she's seeing of Craigory as he's speaking, and then like the fade of the wanted poster, including all the lists. I just remember, was it Crimes Against Gods being one of the last ones?
Hold on. There it is.
There it is. For the audio, wanted alive for theft, destruction of property, breaking and entering, forgery, possession of illegal substances, creation of illegal substances, crimes against nature, crimes against God, evading arrest, jaywalking. Now, if I'm to know correctly, these crimes have been semi-cleared, or he is under some sort of don't mess with him kind of situation?
Semi-cleared, semi don't mess with him. He's now an informant for Lynn's network, so, don't arrest this guy. He's doing things. The Wizard Guild does not like it. Who knows how long they'll abide by it.
Man. Yeah. So that kind of crossfades into those sort of memories. I see.
He's making the exact face right now as in the poster.
Good. just surprise and concern. No, yeah. If you are planning to use weaponry outside of these kind of places, then you should really look for some extra practice.
I don't think I have the gold to be buying firearms. And then he pauses and goes, "Wait, actually, I don't think I want firearms around my kid. Nope, this is a terrible idea, actually. Actually, I don't even want firearms around Pip."
Huh. That is a sensible call. Yes. Just a little bit of stunned, a little bit of surprise. Just, yeah. I would. Good calls. There's a thing. Let me just pull back the curtain of call. Just like there is like roll insight on this person who hasn't shown like a proper emotion except for just slight concern and just an air of disappointment. That's an 8. What is your passive deception? Because I know it's positive. But let's see how bad it is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she was just kind of like taken aback. Just like, yeah, that's a good call. Why is the emotion kind of, slightly judgmental? Don't worry about it. That's a good call. You shouldn't have firearms around your children.
Bristles at the implication that it's unusual for him to have a good idea.
You did good, Craigory.
She's like, "Hey, no, Liz, hey, I'm not stupid. I know what my kid is about. Boomer would try to take it apart immediately. Or fire it, or both at the same time. Bad idea. She's already making things. I don't think I'm ready for her to start making guns." He pauses. "She already makes turrets."
Oh, Bo like I say she closes her eyes. She doesn't have eyes. She just like there's a kind of tension in her face, and just like,
Don't worry about it. She exploded it 2 minutes later.
I am not one to pry about your family life, Craigory. She says with a freaking grimace on her mouth. Yes. Finger up, mouth open, puts finger back, closes mouth. Is your child what age-wise?
I, the player, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to go with 8, I think.
I believe it's in that ballpark. I think it was like 6.
Yeah.
So
He's
middle
just
ground
gonna like,
7.
yeah, he like does the you know, so hand gesture. Round 7, I don't think she's entirely sure. I don't know. She just kind of latched on, and now that's my kid. And it's great. Oh, wow.
Mm.
When is her birthday? Oh, God. Wait, what do people do for birthdays? And he has now distracted himself. He is now off on a mumbling tangent. What is it? He doesn't know much about birthdays.
Oh, oh God. Oh no. Uh, yeah, Bo is just like watching this guy on a tangent and just like, oh goodness. Just like hand plastered on one's face, just like, no, yeah, fair. The, she is not. This is a lot. She is not comfortable here. She was just here for empty-mindedness. Um, and she's now having to shift into parental mode, even though she's in the outfit. God. Um. Uh.
Craigory is
I'm
now
sorry.
entirely
She's.
distracted. He's pacing a little,
He's just.
mumbling. It's like, well, hold on. It's a candle for every year, but if I'm unsure, do we do half candles? What kind of cake does she like? How do. I can get Jenny to bake a cake, but Jenny doesn't know I have a kid. Oh, God, I have to tell Jenny I have a kid. Oh, God, I have to talk to Jenny. Oh, God. He's just going
Um.
off.
Uh. 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 Yeah, Bo has been like sitting down by the water cooler and she's just watching and she like kind of stands up um and just like stands like by him and it's like you have a lot on your mind clearly and uh I know I we we I know about birthdays. I could help you out, I guess. I just probably not here though. If you know a place.
Uh, he looks surprised at that, but does not seem very impressed with them at all. This offer of
It's,
help is
it,
coming out of left field for him.
I mean, if you want an insight to know a little bit more why she's fucking kind of, just decided to extend her hand, that's a 16. She's coming from a place of understanding. She has been in this. It seems like she's familiar with the situation, as familiar as Bo can get.
Yeah,
And
he
yeah.
stops, pauses, properly looks at Bo, goes, I take it you also have a kid, had dealt with.
Mm, yeah. Give me a second. And then is it okay if we step outside and go somewhere else?
Yeah, yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Um. So yeah, we can like cut here, and Craigie, you've been told to wait outside a bit on the street. Um, and soon a blue UPN comes out, with a jacket in her arm, uh, different head shape. It was like the hat and the hair kind of fashioned itself to look like a brush or a bouquet of flowers. But now it just looks more flowery and circular. Uh, and she's not wearing that dress anymore. She has like some pants and t-shirts on, but the jacket's still in her arms. Uh, and yeah, she like I don't know how into detail I want to get into this, but she's like talking through like you know having a kid who doesn't know their birthday and just, when when did you find them? That kind of question, or like when did they come to you?
Mm-hmm. Uh, like in the last, God, I don't know what the timelines are, but
Yeah, the time is fake here.
time
We
is fake.
merged
Time is fake.
we
It's just like,
merged months together to make a new month in this place. It does, yeah. It's just
yeah,
like abstracted. We don't have to find out the specifics. But she
yeah,
kind of asks Craigory that, and he gives to the best of his knowledge. It
you
doesn't have to
know,
be our actual knowledge.
you know, she asked to Animas. He didn't. A, couldn't, and B, didn't know how to say no, but he also doesn't know what he's doing. And listen, she's real sweet, but she's so much energy, and oh god.
That's how they all can be usually. Um, no, yeah. Uh, um, but Anmas is a good date to hold celebrations. So sometimes they might want to push it back because having them so close is, you know, double presence on that same area is not great. Um, it's just talk to them. That's really it. Kids are intelligent and they can tell you what they need most of the time if you listen properly.
Bo, would you like
In
to roll an
regards,
insight?
yeah. Oh, one, two, plus. It's probably not great because you don't have that much wisdom. I really wish you had more wisdom. That's for free. Let's roll that. That's a 16 though.
Hey, hey. uh, Bo talks about like, oh, adults should listen to their kids because the kids have opinions and they know what they want. And Craigory looks like he agrees wholeheartedly, but there's also kind of like a sort of sour note that enters his face, like he's remembering things, probably his own childhood.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Internally, both sweats. Ah shit. Ah shit. Just like I'm just trying to help, man.
She was just
Like
trying
I
to
don't
have a
do this.
day off.
I'm ready. I am ready to unpack this with you, man. I just met you. You're still kind of wanted. Um, but yeah, she kind of like shifts course about like, oh, what could the celebrations be? Uh, again, I, I maybe to you said she likes explosions, maybe to a fireworks show, but keep away from the explosions. It's a both that air of like what I'm saying is obvious, but also I understand that things can get out of hand super quick.
Yeah.
I know it seems simple, but I understand that it can really not be as well. She says as somebody probably like swerves off, like rapidly behind them on the road because this is Toontown. Everything and anything.
Everything is happening all the time, all the time. There's some other FPS happening. It's like when the A plot is high octane, whatever, and B plot is just like sitting nicely in a cafe while you see the A plot happening outside and everything's getting destroyed.
Uh-huh. Yeah, not my problem. It's fine. She is not on duty. This is her day off.
There is a Wilhelm scream nearby.
Um,
Yeah. No, he is listening intently, taking notes, because, listen, Craigory's not a person who asks for help, but help is being offered, so he is listening.
mm-hmm.
And he's just like,
uh,
so I don't know, how old is your kid? I don't know if they've gotten past this stage and are in teens. Ooh, I
Mm-mm.
remember how I was as a teen. Oh God.
I, I, I haven't even gotten that far myself. No, she's around yours age as well. Um, she's high energy as well. Keeps on getting into places. I have to chase after her. She was, oh god, she just face drops a little bit. You know about sports ball?
That is that. That is actually an extremely good question. Do I have to roll to see if Craigory knows what sports ball?
If you want, that's like a history, I guess.
What is your history? Oh yeah.
It's a 20. Right. You probably I've I it's kind of funny because it's related to Lynn and her circle of people. Um Bo was busy and Tiffy wanted to go to a sports ball game. So Lynn and her friends and the two weird skeleton guys, the skeleton guy and the Furbog were like, yeah, sure, we'll bring Tiffy along to sports ball. You heard in the news that a 6-year-old played in sports ball, UPA in Orange. Uh, you could see like Lynn in the background of the photo. It was very funny. A 6-year-old just was in sports ball, and that was Bo's child.
The dots. He's connecting them.
It's a fucking web out here, huh? Um, yeah. So that's currently something that she like admits.
Does Craigory know if Tiffy's team won sports ball?
Tiffy's team did not win sports ball. He
Oh.
knew the results,
Oh.
but
F. Oh.
um,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess it's just giving advice and trying to help out about like it's understanding that this can be confusing. It's what it's whatever you want to make of it. Of course, I can give like she gives off examples of days out and inviting people like uh the ways to invite people to these events, and like she guesses she kind of gets a bit a little choppy about that, like I'm not really hmm. She's has a particular skills set. She's not that great with, again, the speaking thing, but yeah, just constantly speak to the child. The child will preside, tell them what they want to do, act from there. um and the world's your oyster. There's no real strict rule book to this.
Yeah. You sound like you're good parents. Appreciated.
Thank you. uh Yeah, anytime. Lynn has my number and knows how to use it. If you need any more advice, just pass it over to her.
Yeah. I might do that. Thanks. I think my question to you that I've been semi-wondering this whole time is, did Craigory Danthew, my wonderful wizard, remember to actually return the rifle? Or
Um,
did he somehow leave with it? Because I know he would just mindlessly walk out if I let him.
how, uh, let me give, because I know the answer. I'm just wondering, how do I make this real good? Uh, okay. I want you to do two things first.
Oh God. Yeah.
First off, make a make a perception check.
8.
That's an 8.
Fantastic.
Okay. Second off, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. 6.
Wait, oh, that's a 6. Let me roll a perception for Bo, because that's not fair. You're walking with Bo. That's a 12. No, she probably doesn't. She probably hears something, like she's walking. Um Oh, why did I do this? She's walking and she turns like behind and she's like, what is and then as she's like walking and talking, Craigie, you just freeze. You just stop walking midway as you were held person. You remember that big guy? That big guy. That really big guy at the front. Oh, he's here. You still don't see his face, where he's just bounding down the street. And you cannot move. And like an action figure. And like Bo is walking and she like stops. She's like, oh my god. What do? I made the situation and now we are in it. Because what he's doing, right, is he's holding Craigory upside down.
Oh my god.
And he's trying to find the rifle if you have it. It's basically trying to like shake you down.
Him? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just literally shaking him. Trying to get the rifle out.
And Craiger's fucking whole person. He can't do anything. Can he speak?
I feel like it's like it's paralysis, so you can speak. No, you can't move or speak. So yeah, this guy is like rifling through your pocket and just shaking you, trying to get the rifle out. What do you? In my partner, what do you think happens? Does it drop? Does he have to like ring him out? Is it evolve?
Oh my god. I love the ringing out vigil. That's horrific. Thank you.
Listen, this dude, he's Sijian, but he's like worn, so he's allowed to do this sort of characters. He just like rings Craigory out like a towel, and just like items fall out, and then he, including the rifle,
Yeah.
And he just like accordions him like a can, like a crushed can, and then just picks up the rifle and walks away.
No explanation into this. No words said. Just showed up.
Nothing.
Not even you stole from the range even by accident. You're banned. Just nothing.
I mean, just you don't know if you're banned. You can go and test your luck. But yeah, Bo just like was out of frame, and she walks over and she starts like picking up your stuff that was like left on the ground, and she's like, "I hate this city."
Craigory just accordion wheezes.
Just yoinks you back up by the head and just like, I don't know, is that the end? I don't know why I ended it on Craigory beefing it, but you can circling on that. The moral of the story is Craigory never wins.
Moral of the story is Craigory never wins. He rolled too good. I was like, listen, we need a way to end this off. Yeah.
And that was an FPS.
It sure was.
You now have a friend? Question mark?
Question mark? Why is it always
is this how it goes?
It's always a friend question mark.
I mean, she gave you advice. She said you can, if you need parental advice, you can offer.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much, Liz, especially since we only really started talking about this last night, so thank you.
That's impromptu. That's impromptu FPSs, I guess.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna stop recording if we're good. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.